Hi, this is Ann Kennedy from SES San Francisco, and I'm talking to Shannon Snow, who is Head of Industry and Education at Google, and you just gave a really great presentation on social, local, and mobile and how it all works together, particularly with AdWords. What do you think are the three most important takeaways from your presentation?
Thanks for having me, Ann. So I think that people get really overwhelmed thinking about social, local, and mobile. Where do I even begin? But I think, the three takeaways for us were it's really easy to get involved in the conversation. First step for social, really just creating that Google Plus business page so that you can communicate with your users and get some benefits, show up in the Google search page with that brand. Second is really getting involved in location targeting. So Google has a lot of great features on how you can location target, zip code targeting being one, location extensions being another. And then finally, getting involved in mobile. So if you don't have a mobile site, creating that. We have a great site called How to Go Mo that can give you some new resources for that, as well as separating your mobile and desktop AdWords campaigns so that you're speaking to that mobile user.
You also talked a little bit about analytics, setting some KPIs and how to do that. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think that the challenge for us is, in certain industries, for people who've been involved in SEM for a long time, we sort of have our standard metrics that we go to. And I think as we bring social and mobile and even local into the picture, we start to have challenges in terms of, hey, I drove people to a location. How do I measure someone walking in the door? I have mobile stats. How do I value them accurately? And I think the biggest thing is just having that conversation within your marketing department of what are the things that you truly value. Are you trying to drive calls? Are you trying to drive walk-ins? Are you, really valuing that engagement, and do you want to start measuring that in Google Analytics? So I think really the key takeaway is having that conversation to understand what's most important for you, tracking that, and then iterating on it.
Well, since we have a wide diversity of attendees and also viewers on our SES channel, is there a particular size of company or minimum size of company or maximum for which this is particularly effective?
Oh, in terms of what size? Yeah. I mean, I think that it's always, a prioritization of resources. If you're a small company, I know that there's a lot of really amazing, scrappy startups that have, one person that's focusing on online marketing, and they're really forced to do it all. First their job was just SEM, and now it's, mobile, and now it's social. So I think it's just about prioritizing. I think every company can, create a mobile strategy, create a local strategy, and create a social strategy. But it's really about saying, hey, for the amount of resources we have, what do we want to devote? And, for us, if we can't do it all, maybe mobile is specifically important. Let's start there. Let's get a mobile site. Let's go in that direction versus trying to take it on all at once, which I know can be exhausting.
Tempting, but very exhausting. So when you talk to, or when these companies have set their priorities, I saw quite a long list of various services, pages in the book. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of those?
Sorry, what type of pages do you mean?
And the services that you offer to support those kinds of priorities.
Oh, yeah. So, Google's offering a lot. We have traditionally worked with all sizes of advertisers from, giant Fortune 500 companies to small advertisers as well, and every one of them can leverage the resources that we have. So I think the How to Go Mo site is a really great one we've invested a lot in, and it actually can help you build even a simple mobile site. We have tremendous AdWords support resources, so if you are an existing Google AdWords advertiser, we have great support where you can get information on all of these different products which are launching and updated constantly. And then, from a social side, I think we're always seeing constant launches, and I would definitely check the Google blog because I think there's always the latest new thing that's happening, and we can see the latest information there. So I would definitely check out the Google blog as well.
And to get into the Google blog through the AdWords site or through just Google?
Just Google it and you'll find it.
Oh, it works, doesn't it? Well, Shannon, thank you so much for your time. We really enjoyed having you. This is Ann Kennedy from SES San Francisco saying goodbye.